Alba and Preach and Amru are going at it. Again! At this point, Alba and Preach don't take Fresh and Fit serious anymore.
And they and that's what he did all of his college years. And then at nighttime, he slept with them. Tell me that's not the gayest thing you ever heard of.
And really just treat him like a joke for real.
Unlike you, my husband can get me pregnant, you
Meanwhile, Amru and his toupee be dead serious, about to have an aneurysm responding to them.
And when I see you in person, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. You know for a fact that if you ever see me, it's over for you.
His playbook is usually the same at this point. He tries to expose them for being liars.
He sits there and he lies to this day and says, we ran from a boxing match. No, bitch ass nigga, you ran.
Cherry picks views and stats to try to compare their careers and make it seem like he's doing better than Alba and Preach.
All you care about is pushing lies on niggas that are more popping than you. Like, we got way more motion than y'all niggas. Fresh and Fit has a fucking Wikipedia page. Alba and Preach don't.
Now, I know this channel is super entertaining, but for all the times you get bored, there's a game you can play and get paid for. If you check out the link in the description or scan the QR code, you can sign up for freecash.com and start right away. It's simple, and it only takes a few seconds to create an account with your email and password. Inside, you'll see a wall of games and offers. Pick one you actually enjoy, play through the levels, and the cash lands straight into your free cash account. That's how some users are earning hundreds of dollars on certain offers. And you don't even have to spend anything. Just stick to the free levels and cash out. The whole point is, instead of sitting there scrolling like we all do, you can play games and earn money at the same time. And when it's time to cash out, you got options, PayPal or gift cards. So if you're curious, hit the link in the description or scan the QR code. Sign up free and start playing for cash in your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you get a $5 bonus to kick things off. But I'm Jew, welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it. The first portion of Alba and Preach's video, they're reacting to a caller that called in and cooked Myron. I did a video on this a couple weeks ago, so I'm not going to replay the call because, again, you can go see it in my video. But I am going to play some of their reaction to it.
Rollerblade Rico just swooped it up. Like, come on, silence is very loud right now.
Now, I'm not going to lie. That caller did his thing.
He did.
You know, we've had a fun week. We just watched some of the ops take some L's.
The cookie crumble.
Now, Myron might say this shit's gay, but I think it's gay to let a nigga on rollerblades take your girl.
You don't think you don't?
Just saying. Do you know he said that tennis is gay?
Yeah, I saw that.
He said tennis is gay?
Does that not count?
Tennis is kind of gay, but
that
doesn't count.
Amru did rowing in college. I didn't know until Watts told me, but literally he was on the row team. And it's something he bragged about. One thing that made me the man I am today was being a Division I rower, aka crew at Northwestern University. Rowing is one of the hardest and most physically demanding sports in the world. I'm not knocking rowers. I think anybody doing anything athletic is cool. But if you're sitting here shitting on a sport like tennis, calling it gay when you were on the row team, come on, bro.
Yeah, and then you find out this nigga was in a rowing team.
How many sports did you play there? What'd you play?
I was a Division I rower over there, which is way harder than tennis.
So tennis is gay, but rowing is manly? Are you fucking
You know,
that's so ridiculous. And anytime Amru interacts with normal people, you see how weird him and his takes really are.
Are you fucking
you know what rowing is?
Yes, I know what rowing is.
Turn around.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'll turn around.
And they and that's what he did all of his college years. And then at nighttime, he slept with them niggas. Tell me that's not the gayest thing you ever heard of.
This is the dude talking tough and crashing out on people online. This is why you can't take him serious. He's never going to live down these pictures of white men hugging, kissing, fondling him, being in bed with white men. And this is the only time we see him happy.
He was a little upset recently.
Of course, I got one idiot in here saying 6K viewers versus 1. Bro, I just started this stream up.
Okay, so he's watching our stream and he's complaining about view counts and how many subscribers are watching us. And he's like, yo, you guys are losers. You only have 6,000 people or whatever.
When it comes to Alba and Preach and the Fresh and Fit beef, there's a bunch of things that Amru could say or arguments that he could make. But the fact that he always tries to make it about views with the channel as successful as Alba and Preach is weird because you're never going to win that battle. I think it's just pride for him that their channel continues to grow after he said they were going to pass him and then Fresh and Fit got demonetized and a whole bunch of other things.
But you guys gave these dudes like PTSD, bro.
Became slowly irrelevant.
Yeah, it's still on subscriber mode. On top of that, I'm multi-streaming. Dumb fuck.
It's the way he always talk about numbers. It's
now numbers don't matter.
Cool, good for you. What's that word I'm looking for? Monetized.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We still make more money than y'all niggas.
I'm glad bro subscribed. You know, I mean,
we still make more money than these niggas. We just started the stream up. We don't even got as many people as they do on right now, and our shit is moving faster than them, bro. Like, that's just crazy. That shit's crazy. And we're multi-streaming.
130 on Kick, 192 on whatever the fuck that is.
What is that site called? Party? I think that's Party. So when everybody gets banned off of everything else, I think they go to Party.
And 142 on a platform we never heard of. It's about 3,000 total, even if I admit the lies. Am I about to brag about numbers? Of course not. That's gay. That's gay. That's gay. We don't.
Which 3,000 total viewers when you're live streaming is still really good. But when you're trying to shit on the channel that's getting 6,000 live stream viewers, it makes Andrew look delusional. Spamming again in the chat.
Do that. We don't do that. We don't. Oh my God, 7,000. We don't do that. TPUSA, which is Charlie Kirk's organization, organizes the biggest gathering of conservative creators, online personalities, pundits, whatever you could say. Fresh and Fit showed up with some VIP tickets.
So he's not been allowed in. Security is he's calling nobody because no one's gonna help him get in. So I don't know who he thinks he's calling. Amaru is not. Yeah. So what's happening, David?
Turning Point did a smart thing. They're not allowing Muslims into their conference.
The fact that Amru and these other black influencers want to be in a party that actively hates them is the funniest thing to me. Conservatives, America First, TPUSA, MAGA, they all want a white Christian country. That doesn't include any of us. But these weird people of color are still behind them to their own detriment.
And he's calling, I think he's calling like Andrew Tate to help him get in or something.
I don't think Andrew Tate's responded. Now, apparently they're let back in later, according to them.
That's the funny thing. They say they were let back in, but we only ever see them in the lobby hallway space.
Did it say what I did or something? Or?
No, I got nothing.
Damn.
All right.
Well, kicked out. Apparently, I don't know why. But, yeah. What did I do? What the heck? What did I do, bro?
Bryce is delusional. His business partner, Andrew, is one of the most hated people online ever. The dude is a known racist, a crash out. He's the reason they're not monetized on all these platforms. Andrew is the problem. And for Fresh to act like he doesn't know that is hilarious.
What I loved was his reaction on Twitter. Is that what racism is like? I'm like, yeah, dude.
I was invited as a VIP for the first time during AmFest, and I spent about 10 minutes there. I was instructed to leave by the police and security. I have to ask, is this how racism feels? There's no justification.
Listen, boy, yes. Yes, that's how it feels.
There's some bickering that happens outside.
Girls are fat.
But we don't know.
Dumb-wit. Unlike you, my husband can get me pregnant, you
I never actually saw that full clip where she said that at the end. It's hard to be tough when pregnant women are cooking you.
I didn't get kicked out. Yes, you did.
Myron looks like Akash, doesn't he?
He does.
Doesn't he kind of look like a taller version of Akash right here? Ever since his hair transplant, he really looks Indian to me.
Just admit that you don't want to debate about Trump.
If I was a fear, on day one, I'd put all the fat people in
a Sudanese Arab Muslim saying if he was Hitler, that man is just confused.
In concentration camps, where they would concentrate on their government, right?
Oh my God. Why do you keep saying that?
Like that, where's that Jew? Where's she at? Like, she'd be in there day one. Hey, get your ass in there, man.
Why does he keep saying this whole fat thing like his co-host isn't overweight? Like all the niggas behind the scenes are not overweight. Instead of trying to run the country and start a concentration camp, work on the people around you. Your homie Fresh been talking about I've been in the gym, and he still look like an auntie.
These are the alpha males that these red pill people follow.
They start posting footage of themselves at the event itself, and they're like, we didn't get kicked out.
The lobby, the hallways.
If you pay attention to the footage, it's all the footage that's from outside the convention. I hope everyone has freedom and prosperity after interacting with people of diverse, racial, ethnic, and
anytime those M dashes are in there, in between those words like that, ChatGPT. I don't know why people don't just delete the M dashes or tell it not to include it, but I see that all the time. It's in tweets, it's in comments, like you know that's ChatGPT.
Individual's character, not the group's, that counts. I learned a lot, but this will likely be the last political event I attend. And you know what stuck out to me right away when I read this? Walter uses ChatGPT for tweets that are 140 characters. Y'all know he didn't write that shit, right?
No, he didn't write that.
And you always know it's ChatGPT. I don't know why people do this, though, when there's a fucking
M dashes. The M dashes.
This is Tommy Sotomayor. If you don't know who Tommy Sotomayor was, this was the man who was twerking and throwing it back for other dudes on the Myron yacht for the Dancing with the Fellas.
It's a behavior.
You're a fucking, by the way.
Having dreads is a behavior.
It is.
And all on these pictures with white men kissing on you, but that's not gay behavior.
That's his homie.
Tommy laughing like that and getting up and having to leave the camera view is funny. But this is what I mean when I say anytime Andrew interacts with anybody normal, like a normal functioning human being in society, he comes out looking crazy because his takes and the way he lives his life does not translate into the real world.
That's gay behavior.
Here's the thing, lady.
That died in the background.
You're coming in here, obviously making these,
I don't have an issue with gay people at all.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If I was actually gay and actually homosexual, would you make that comment?
That's why he's still gone.
I'm asking you.
Yeah.
If I was actually gay.
He's gone.
Would you say that? Would you actually call me homosexual?
That's why people call him gay,
If you were
because he does
actually a
gay stuff.
homosexual, yes, I would call you a homosexual. Would you call me black if I was actually black and I am? Yeah. If you're gay, I'm gonna call you gay.
The thing about black women, this is what y'all do. Number one, dreads aren't out, by the way. It's an unprofessional look. Let's just keep it 1,000.
Myron never gonna live down them pictures. You know what I mean? He knows what it is. He was in bed with dudes, and he was rolling with them, thrusting them from behind every day. You can say, I'm a gay, I did this with a girl, I let a girl fucking eat his ass. I don't mind.
It's a girl.
At the end of the day, I ain't in bed with dudes. You ain't saying?
What was the Albert thing? He got milked. Albert got milked.
Not okay if you red pill, baby. It's not okay if you fluke and fraud. If you fresh fit and fabulous.
Red pill in the streets, true simp in the sheets. I got 1,000 bodies, I've been with 1,000 ladies. You know me.
Albert and Preach just need to go ahead and drop the Red Pill album, because the Stevie joint was a hit. This one is a hit.
They're not allowing Muslims into their conference.
Wow, look at this. See, this is what happens at Turning Point, and this is what happens in American politics. These Jews are laughing because Myron got rejected, and he's not going to lose any deals by saying this.
See, this is a thing where these guys do, like, it's not fair. Racism, whatever. They told you what they're about, right? The Conservative Party told you that they're for Israel and the Jews. Y'all keep talking shit about them. They don't want you there. Charlie Kirk was also for them same people. Myron wear this like Cookie Monster shirt afterwards.
He's so corny. Amber was just so corny.
Let him cook, right? Which is like joking about how they put the Jews in the ovens or whatever.
Yeah, but they're cooking you right now.
Right. So he got the people who he took pictures with in trouble because they didn't know what the reference was. I just don't understand. Like, this is like minorities who go up to Klan meetings or they wouldn't let me in. You're not part of the team, stupid.
They would let you in. You just ain't getting out. And that's why I don't understand about Black MAGA. They don't like you. They don't want you there. They don't want you around them. If they got this white Christian nationalist country the way they wanted it to be, and if we were, we would all be cleaning their toilets or something.
Just because a couple other rejects in the space like to talk to y'all doesn't mean you're part of the team. I could never imagine going to a space where they're rejecting me based off of me being, Muslim or black, and then sitting around trying to gain access. Why would you even want to be associated with a group like that?
No, there's something very weird and wrong psychology in there.
Fight their way to defend them and attack the black community to be more accepted by them. Like when those racist white people are talking about black people and communities of color, they're not talking about you too, which they 100% are.
I think they don't like their own identity, and they identify with the people who hate their own identity, and so they just feel a proximity to that.
And we need to have a majority of white people, and white people need to be running America.
The fact that all these black conservatives are friends with and or looked up to and are influenced by Nick Fuentes is super weird to me. Also despises black people and has been very vocal about it.
Only white people should be running the country.
They don't want you there, bro.
At the end of the day, they're fucking low IQ, they're low impulse control. Even if, they say a few things that are based or whatever by our standards, don't fucking fall for it. Don't think that they're on our side. Oh, based. It just doesn't happen. You know what I mean, though?
Right here, he's mocking you, saying, look, we don't give a fuck about American values. We don't care at all. It's got to benefit us.
It's going to always be impossible to make a statement in support of Myron, Andrew, and how he's treated or not treated, because how offensive, racist, toxic, and negative he is.
Sometimes I listen to these guys and like how they play their whole victim thing, but I'm not even mad at these people who hate Muslims. You want to know why? Because they always told you they hated Muslims. The Conservative Party has never been accepting of Muslims. When in the last 40 to 50 years have you ever seen conservatives championing Muslims?
I mean, I don't even think you have to go back 40, 50 years. You can go from 9/11 on, especially for conservatives, but then they want to be conservative.
They don't like the idea that their culture is changing. They don't like the idea that there's this influx of immigrants and, they do their morning prayers and they have their calls. They don't like.
When you think about it, it's actually funny because Andrew is everything that MAGA, America First, conservatives, far right does not like. His family is immigrants. He has brown skin and he's Muslim. According to America First and MAGA, he will be out of this country first.
Object.
What the fuck
Nostradamus?
Oh no!
Call me Hostradamus. I never miss. I think you miss with your ex-girlfriend because she left you with a nigga who rollerblades. I don't know if you can predict the future. How can you didn't predict that? You know what I mean? Getting cheating on my mother, high value man.
Guys, let's shit on these niggas' chats, man. These guys just spam sodomites. Just spam sodomites in their chat.
You know what I like about Myron the most? is that every time he comes to talk shit, he always has to subscribe and wait.
Yes.
Like how funny that is to imagine just hitting that button and be like,
waiting to be let in to talk shit.
Any minute now.
Fucking got him. Meanwhile, Rollerblader Rico got your girl.
Again, you fucking idiots! Like I said, their videos about Fresh and Fit or Amru at this point, it's all jokes for real. Laughing at the goofiness that is Amru and Fresh and Fit. But when he responds, it is always dead serious.
About is pushing lies to get AdSense revenue.
Why does he look like an Indian car salesman? What is happening here?
So these dropped this video yesterday, right? And the crazy part is they think that it's a fucking Owen, and it's really not. Because all they did the whole time was just lie.
Just watched some of the ops take some L's.
Yep. And you know what's funny? They were over here talking about Andrew Tate losing a fight, but Abba's scared to fight. Let me show y'all how much of a coward Abba really is. Okay.
He's tried to do this whole fight revisionist history thing before. He did in the other video when they were beefing a couple months ago about who issued the challenge, who accepted the challenge, why the fight never happened, basically.
And here's the reality, guys. Abba was terrified. He wanted Preach to fight both of us, and we were like, no, bro, you got to show up too.
If memory serves me correctly, Amru insulted Preach's girlfriend, the girl he was dealing with, and when Abba and Preach responded, Preach was pissed. He said he would fight both of them same day when he was flying into Miami, and then it just didn't end up happening. But it was never a thing where Abba said he was going to fight somebody and didn't actually accept the challenge or backed out when the fight was supposed to happen, which is the way Myron is putting it.
He said, LOL, Carrot, figured all talk. Of course, you scared, bro. I get it. Just go to a boxing gym and do it. I was like, Preach can't fight your battles for you. I box Preach, you box Myron. And then he starts unsending messages. He'll be there next week at your spot. Handle it. Good luck.
So even by that text thread, who's actually ducking a fight? If Preach is saying he wants to fight somebody, but Amru is saying, no, I don't want to fight Preach. I want to fight you. It's a dumb situation. I don't know who was ducking phase. It's just dumb.
The reason why Abba doesn't want to fight me, guys, because I met him in person. He came to the studio. He's maybe 6'1", like 200 pounds, fat, sloppy, not in shape, disgusting body, not athletic whatsoever. I would absolutely demolish him. I beat the fuck out of him.
We've seen Amru box. But how he throws punches with those little bunny hops, he should not be talking about anybody.
So we wanted to make it happen, bro. And honestly, I'll fight Abba for free. He sits there and he lies to this day and says we ran from a boxing match. No, bitch ass nigga, you ran. That's the thing that is the most annoying about this shit is this nigga's a coward and he be lying.
How was a person that was never in the fight conversation ducking a fade? Meanwhile, you were literally challenged to fight somebody that you're ducking to try to fight somebody else.
So October 1st, right? I go hold the L. And he says, ain't this a reach? Need their rent money. No wonder, right?
He put that same type of comment on my video. Oh, end of the month and rent is due. Amru is just a fan at this point.
You want to hop on our live next week? You can ask nicely. We always welcome our favorite pay pig to join. Debate is welcome. And then I say, awesome. Let's do it face to face. No violence, no ad homs. We can have a real discussion. What do you say? Monday to Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. Put up a list of things you want to cover 100%. We can go beyond that if you need. I go in person. I'm in Vegas that week. Any other dates work. We're live every Monday. No need to be IRL. Just phone in. If not the 3rd, you could do the 10th. Bro, hold on. So you want me to phone in where you can mute me at any time, kick me out the stream, whatever it may be? Like, no, nigga, like we need, number one, we need a mutual moderator at best, and we need to do this shit in person. And I said, when's the next time you're in Florida? You both are welcome to come to the studio. We can respectfully hash out our grievances like men. He says, nothing to hash out. I'll rock with you. That won't change. If you want to debate topics, then we can, then you can provide a list and we set it up. Otherwise, GG. You made 57 plus videos on us, bro. And you're telling me that you won't even fucking see me face to face? That's complete cowardice.
They said they were willing to do a live stream, basically didn't want to do it in person. Fine. And then Amru said we can just hash out our differences, which Ava replied to, no need to hash out differences. I don't like you, basically. We're never going to be friends. If you want to do a live stream about these topics, cool. Other than that, I'm not interested. Nobody is owed an in-person debate.
Yeah, and I don't rock with you either. Why are you avoiding a face-to-face debate? We could do it in a neutral location. I set my terms. Don't accept it if I don't want to. I find it very interesting how you're doing everything you can to avoid a face-to-face debate. Why not? And then look at him. Nigga, are you hooked on phonics? You asked for a debate. I set my terms. You've got a tiny channel pulling in 20K per vid. I am moving an inch for your failed solo career so you can accept your dog shit circumstances, do business accordingly, or you can yap on Rumble for pennies.
This is the second time we've seen Abba's text because we saw him with Stevie and the same exact energy Abba be having in videos he has in text messages.
Let's go ahead and compare numbers. You guys got a B on Social Blade, right? And y'all niggas got what? Let's see here. They lost 10K subscribers in the last 30 days. 11 million compared to me. B plus, 23 million, 19K. I'm more relevant than him in every single way.
He loves using Social Blade because that allows him to cherry pick the stats he likes. Auburn Priest, 2.25 million subs. 60K 4 hours ago, 189K, 354K, 185K, 622K, 631K. So their range for good performing videos is around 300 to 500K basic. 505K subs. 6 hours ago, 2.7, 21,000, 33,000, 91,000, 95,000, 51,000, 54,000, 42,000. So Andrew's views is doing what the channel My Sides is doing. And he has 500,000 subs. Meanwhile, he's hating on a channel that averages 300 to 600,000 subs.
I make more diverse content. I make more original content. I cover multiple topics. I can collab with people that he would otherwise never be able to get in a room with. Nigga talking about you got 20K views on a stream.
I would assume Andrew's numbers for his channel also include shorts. Then that would explain why his long form videos average probably 50, 60,000 views. Because if you're posting shorts, it's very easy to run up the numbers. Shorts do really well on YouTube, and it's easy to get a bunch of subs from shorts, which will reflect in these numbers, which we see here. If you got 19,000 subs in the last 30 days, most of those probably came from shorts. If you got 23 million views in the last 30 days, a lot of those would come from shorts too.
I post a bunch of different videos a day because I grind. Those are my numbers.
Myron definitely gets credit for that. He grinds, he puts in work. We know he doesn't leave the house and he just works, so absolute credit to him for that.
Smoking this nigga in every single way, and they got 2 million fucking subscribers.
He couldn't just take that W. He had to go back to smoking them in every way, which just isn't the case.
These bitch ass niggas got 2 million subscribers. They lost 10K less subscribers in the last So yeah, he's saying you get 20K per vid. Nope. Get more views than you do, nigga. My shorts do well. 170K, 87K,
Shorts.
51K. It's a
shorts. If he's pumping out shorts and gaming his shorts algorithm, again, that helps your channel go up fast.
138K. My shorts do well. My streams do well. 40, 50, whatever. And then my clips go crazy. This channel's 1/4 of these bitch ass niggas channels. And I post way more than they do. So obviously every video is not gonna have as many views, right? These niggas post maybe once or twice a week.
It's not that his views are so much better per video. It's that he's pumping out content, which again is good for him, right? He's pumping out content. He's pumping out live streams. He's doing shorts, long form videos, all of that. Which again, the more content you put out on your channel is going to help all your numbers go up. But if they put out a video, it's doing between 300 to 500,000. Where on his channel, his regular long form videos are averaging like 50,000. So he's not wrong to say his numbers are going up or his channel's doing crazy or anything like that. But I think you also have to put the context of how much content he puts out versus them and what their channels are doing.
We demolish them in every single way. I'm 1/4 the size, but I'm doing double their fucking views pretty much. These niggas are bums. They're lazy, right? And then when we look at their live viewers, 4,600.
I don't know at what point of that stream he screenshotted that. We try to say they have 4,000 live viewers, but then they showed like 7,000 to 8,000, whatever the case. But that's not their highest view count, which is what you want to actually make this argument. But again, Andrew was cherry picking statistics to make him look better.
You guys literally have been on YouTube for like since 2011. How you niggas been on for like 15 years? And still garbage.
The last time he went on this I'm better than you rant, we're better than you niggas, da-da-da-da-da-da. They immediately got their channel demonetized right after that.
It says you can yap on Rumble for pennies. Nigga, we make more on Rumble than y'all make on YouTube. Get the fuck out of here.
I doubt that.
I say, bro is really using any excuse he can to avoid talking face to face, right? And then he goes, but did I lie? Yeah, you did. I just showed the numbers.
From this screenshot, no, Alba is 100% correct. Those long form videos aren't why his channel is doing well or going up right now. The reason his channel is doing well and going up right now, why he has 20-some million views, is mainly because of shorts, which again helps your channel in views, it helps your channel in subs. But Andrew also isn't wrong that his channel is doing well.
And I go, you're doing nothing but deflecting and using excuses to avoid meeting in person. I already told you I'm not gonna touch you, and we can meet at a neutral location with a neutral host. We can even go to Canada. This just makes you look like a coward. You made 80 videos but won't confront me in person. Then he puts like this dumbass little fucking like, nigga, what is it, 2010?
Alba absolutely should do a live stream or debate with Myron in person, because we've all seen the change up. Online, when he's doing this live stream in a room by himself, he's super tough. Talks tough shit, goes hard, calls people a bunch of bitches. But when he's confronted in real life, in person, he gets so polite, so well-mannered, and he just melts. I mean, we saw that with Akash, who's the least intimidating person ever.
We want the guy to always care less. We want the man to always have the leverage.
Childish as
You guys might not like hearing that.
Childish.
But we truly feel.
I'm not. These aren't new beliefs, bro. You're not telling me some shit none of us have ever heard.
You talk shit for 4 years now that I said, let's have that conversation like men in person. You tuck your tail and make excuses. Preach can't fight all your battles. Stand on what you said to my face. Then he says, 5 years soon. I tell him, yo, I'll pay for your security, nigga. Like if you're that scared, right? Because he's terrified. You only get views talking about me.
He always says that, and it's just not true. Myron definitely got 630,000, but this video also got 630,000. This video about Erica Kirk got 600,000. It's just not true when he says the only time they get views is when they talk about him.
And when I see you in person, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. And that's why you know for a fact that if you ever see me, it's over for you. Got you demonetized. Not true. That was the ADL and Media Matters. Nice try. Got you crying on stream. Nope, didn't cry because of you, bitch ass nigga. I got emotional because I saved men from killing themselves, something that you don't understand because you don't help nobody.
Myron is very emotional.
I got you explaining your failed relationship you hid. I hid the fact that I didn't want my girlfriend to get harassed by weirdos like you.
We all know Myron was talking that relationship, going on a platform saying how bad his girl was, this, that, and the third, only for her to leave him for Rollerblade Rico, which looks bad again when you're the dating podcast, alpha male, red pill, I show you how to get women God.
Got you explaining why your partner is a trick. If Fresh was a trick and paid for he wouldn't have dealt with the problems that he dealt with, you fucking dumbass.
He paid like $20,000-$30,000 for the Asian escort's bracelet, who he did admit as an escort, so that is tricking either way you look at it. Myron's a trick too. He's on Sugar Daddy site.
If we were out here tricking like you claim, bitches would have been exposed to us with cash apps and receipts and all this other bullshit. Why is there none of that?
Andrew himself got exposed for not letting a girl come on the show unless she had sex with them. So even if they're not exchanging money, if they're exchanging opportunities or promotion, that's still tricking.
He puts a meme of himself. Why do you have what? No, but you're legit terrifying. It's hilarious to see. And he goes, you stream on every day. Nigga, you've made 60 videos on me. And I go, more deflection, I'm actually laughing here. You're doing everything you can to avoid the topic. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Nigga really out here avoiding everything.
The album with the you terrified of balding and the balding.
He goes, you terrified of balding. I got a hair transplant. Thank you very much. Got my hair back. Keep going. It's actually awesome to see you're doing everything you can to change the subject. See? Nigga does not want to deal with the real problem at hand. Listen to the topic at hand. Do you want to meet in Toronto or Montreal?
He just keeps putting up pictures.
Okay, I had been at Turning Point for 5 hours. I never got kicked out. They stopped me because, here you go, guys. Here was my pass that I used at the event, right?
Oh, he had to use his real name. That's the first time I've ever seen him actually talk about his real name.
America, sponsor, nigga. I went there with Uncensored America because that means that you got a booth. So when I was there, as you guys can see, I'm not wearing my shit, right? And they weren't sure what I was. So they stopped me. I gave my pass and I gave my ID. That's where this video comes from. Now, like I told y'all before, my government name is not my stage name. So there was a confusion. Now,
my government name is not my stage name. I didn't know he calls that his stage name.
The name doesn't match up. What's going on here? Blah, blah, blah. Once they figured it out, they apologized and I went back in. We challenged them to the boxing match, right? And then this is what Abba does. Or sorry, this is what Abba and Preach do. This nigga Preach is married. Prior to a fucking beluga whale.
Now you talk shit about my wife?
Okay, I knew I wasn't tripping. He literally talked about all these same points in the other video he made about Abba and Preach a few months ago.
Now, just so you guys know, they ran on that for months, actually years.
Preach is gonna say, oh, that wasn't my wife, and then he acts like that's a big gotcha moment. I don't think it's like a big exposed card that Andrew thinks it is.
Got him. It's not my wife.
No, got you fucking liar. This shows that these bitch-ass niggas are willing to lie to their audience, garner sympathy points, make money on said lies, and then admit finally, when they've been able to make their money, not my wife. The reason why this is a problem is because they used the wife lie to substantiate their argument as to us violating them.
But if you pay attention to the footage, it's all the footage that's from outside the convention.
Right.
What? See, now these niggas are lying again. That's actually directly in the convention.
That just looks like the lobby of the convention center.
When you walk in, there's an escalator. The escalator takes you down to the convention. This is in the convention. What are you talking about? This was Media Row. See, this is why Alba needs to get punched in the face, bro. Honestly.
Why wouldn't Andrew show pictures or videos of himself in the actual convention, the event itself, and not just outside the event where all the table stands and other stuff is happening?
Are you guys noticing a trend here with Abba? You guys starting to realize like what kind of man this dude is? He's a bitch. He won't fight. He won't confront people head on that he talks shit about. He won't fight for his beliefs. All this nigga cares about, honestly, is collecting AdSense revenue and lying to his fans. That's all he cares about. Scared to fight me. You're scared to fucking debate. You're scared to fucking talk to niggas that have a different worldview than you. You're scared to fucking stimulate any type of change. All you care about is pushing lies on niggas that are more popping than you. Like, we got way more motion than y'all niggas. Fresh and Fit has a fucking Wikipedia page. Abba and Preach don't.
That's how you determine popping this is who has a Wikipedia page and who doesn't.
Abba doesn't work out. He's just soft. Just a fucking bitch.
But then you have to say the same thing about your partner, Fresh.
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's say we did get banned and you guys couldn't find us anymore. Would our haters fill the void and help you guys? That's what you really got to ask yourself. Would they step up and actually help you guys?
You had a prostate orgasm.
Yeah, I'm open-minded.
I knew the Milken thing was going to come up. This is the funniest thing that Andrew actually has against Ab.
Prostate orgasm?
Yeah. Would they help you with getting real estate? Would they help?
Okay. Okay, Andrew decided to be funny towards the end. Like I said, this beef will never ever end, but it is entertaining. They'll never like each other, they'll never be friends. But at this point, they both have valid reasons for not liking each other or calling each other out. These videos are always funny to get through. When you see two groups of people that really don't like each other go and smack at each other, it's just kind of funny. But shout out to my channel members. Thank y'all so much for supporting and thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.